Nice to know you are there watching ABS TV. Many thanks for joining us for the Friday edition of Sports Splash on ABS TV, your regular morning tonic on this day. My name is Ike Nwokedi. On the show, Solution Football Club of Anambra State have been drawn in Group A of the NNL 2024-2025 of season. The draws are held in Ikene Remo Star Sports Complex. We'll talk about that on the show. The club is also set to feature the upcoming Koma pre-season tournament, which is expected to happen next week. Also, NNL honors Kunle Soname with prestigious Merit Award. We'll also be telling you that Motsepe aims to continue good progress at the Confederation of African Football, the body responsible for football in the continent, and Real Madrid's trip to Valencia has been postponed after flood, and that match will not be played. It's a weekend match between Valencia and Real Madrid. And now let's start with our first news story on the show. It's about Anambra Club, Anambra State, a government-owned club, a Solution Football Club of Anambra State. Yes, the club Solution FC will kickstart the quest for glory in the upcoming 2024-2025 Nigerian National League and season, the NNL, with a home match against Rovers FC of Cross River State. The Anambra State-owned club has been seeded as a Team A2 in Group A of the Southern Conference, where they will compete against 10 other clubs, including Sporting Lagos, First Bank FC of Lagos, Madiba FC of Lagos, Gateway FC of Abeokuta, Kun Khalifa FC of Owerri, Abakaliki FC, Emalex FC of Owo, Godswill Akpabio FC of Uyo, Osun United, and Rovers FC of Calabar. The draw ceremony was held at the Remo Stars Sports Complex in Ikene, Ogun State. The event was attended by NNL club head coaches and media managers as part of the ongoing 3-day NNL head coaches and media managers workshop, which ended, and that was on Thursday. In other group pairings, Group B in the Southern Conference features Smart City FC of Lagos, Idel FC of Anambra State, 1472 FC of Lagos, Beyond Limits Football Academy of Ikene, Warri Wolves FC of Warri, Ijele FC of Enugu, Inter Lagos FC, Crown FC of Obomosho, Dakada FC of Uyo, Iwajo FC of Osun, and Abia Comet will be playing in Group B. For the Northern Conference, there are 7 teams in the Northern Conference. Talking about Group C and D. For Group C, we'll have Gombe United, Sokoto United, Zamfara United, Barao FC of Kanu, Mighty Jets of Jos, Wiki Tourist FC of Bauchi, Melantaki Kia FC of Abuja. While for Group D consists of Doma United FC of Gombe, KB United, Basira FC of Lafia, Adamawa United, Kada Warriors of Kaduna, Yobe Disasters, and Sporting Supreme FC of Abuja. Well, still on Solution FC, let's tell you that Solution Football Club of Anambra State is set to feature in the upcoming Nigerian National League at the NNL Club Owners and Managers Association Koma pre-season tournament. The competition tag Abia State Governors and Koma pre-season tournament, which will feature 8 professional football clubs domiciled in the Southeast geopolitical zone and South geopolitical zones. Is expected to hold from Monday and November 4th to Thursday, November 7th, 2024 at the Enyimba Stadium in Aba, and that's in Abia State. Anambra State, a government-owned club Solution FC, will feature in the pre-season tournament alongside NNL sides such as Idel FC of Oka, Abakaliki FC, Kun Khalifa FC of Owerri, Godswill Akpabio FC of Uyo, and Abia Comet FC of Umuahia, while the 2 amateur league sides such as Diamond Academy of Umuahia and Ahudia Ndem FC of Aba will also be competing in the 4-day football program. According to Hyacinth Ezindo, a member of the organizing committee of the tournament, which is endorsed by Abia State Governor, His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti, is geared towards aiding NNL clubs to finalize their preparations for the 2024-2025 NNL season, which is expected to kickstart on November 30th, 2024. Ezindo also maintained that the tournament will be an annual football program for clubs within the zone and beyond. He eulogized Diabia state government for his love for sports and contributions towards the growth of the game of football. So Solution FC set to feature in the Naokoma Football Championship coming up. We'll be watching out for that and we'll keep you posted as regards how the team will fare as the competition is expected to kick off on November 4th to be precise. And now let's tell you that the Nigeria National League, the NNL, has honored a chairman of a Value Jet Airlines, Honorable Kunle Soname, with a prestigious Merit Award for his immense contributions to the development of football in the country. The award was bestowed on him during the closing ceremony of the three-day NNL clubs, coaches and media managers workshop held at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene, and that's in Ogun State. Presenting the award, NNL chairman Mr. George Allo commended Honorable Kunle Soname for his immense contributions to football development, philanthropy, and service to humanity. The NNL boss also eulogized him for hosting the NNL three-day workshop for coaches and media managers by making available his sports complex and providing a conducive environment for the capacity building program. Responding, Honorable Soname commended the current NNL leadership for their innovations geared towards projecting and marketing the most important league. He expressed the optimism that the upcoming season in the second tier of Nigeria club football will surpass previous seasons. I must commend the NNL management under the leadership of George Allo and his team for their innovations geared towards changing the face of the league. Last season was the best season ever, not because Beyond Limits won, but because of the fairness and that ensured teams are winning at away. The league is getting better by the day, and I am confident in the abilities of the current leadership that with their ideas the NNL will surpass the previous records and achievements, as Soname stated. Soname also called on media managers to ensure they project the league in positive light, just as the Western media through their day-to-day reportage. NNL Chief Operating Officer Dr. Ayo Abdurrahman said that the new season, which begins on November 30th, will be an improvement on last season. Certificates were presented to coaches and media managers and facilitators at the three-day workshop, which came to an end, and that was on Thursday out there at the Remo Stars Sports Complex in Ikene, in Ogun State. Away from that, let's tell you that the Nigeria's pillar of sports, Chief Donatus Ago Ejidike, has congratulated the Nigeria national under-20 men football team, the Flying Eagles, for winning the Waffle Zombie under-20 championship, and that was on Wednesday night after defeating their Ghanaian counterparts at the Black Satellites by 2-1 in Lome. Togo to retain the title they won, and that was 2 years ago in Niamey, Niger Republic. In that one, Ejidike, in an interaction with a group of journalists in Ilorin on Wednesday at his residence shortly after the match, described Coach Aliyu Zubairu Satuto's side as being resolute following their opening match lost by 0-1 to the Young Stallions of Burkina Faso before bouncing back to beat their opponent, the Baby Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire, to finish atop of the group and progression to the semi-finals. The Nigerians came up against the Young Menace of Niger Republic in the semi-finals. They dispatched their northern neighbors by 3-1, a result that guarantees a spot on the plane to the AFCON Under-20 Championship next year in South Africa, where they will therefore one of Africa's World Cup tickets. World Cup taking place in Chile, and that's coming up next year. And the final match was against their eternal rivals Ghana, and the Flying Eagles, who are the defending champions, once again rose up to the occasion, winning the match by 2-1. And of course, Ejidike commended the boys for not letting the nations down by living up to the long-established pedigree of Nigeria in that competition. Moving away from that, let's tell you that Nigeria head coach Augustine Eguavon has included Remo Stars wingback Sadiq Ismail in the 35-man squad for the 2025 African Cup of Nations Championship qualifying fixture against the Black Stars of Ghana. The two West African nations will meet twice in the first leg built for the weekend of the 20th to the 22nd of December, with the return leg a week later. And the winner of the over 2 legs will earn a slot in the 8th edition of the Champ Finals, and the Continental Tournament is exclusively reserved for footballers applying their trade in their countries, domestic league, and the finals will take place across Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, and that's coming up on the 1st and 28th of February 2025. For the squad, we have goalkeepers Ohis Dumei or Sagi of Rivers United, Henry or Zoe Mena of Enyimba FC, and Mohamed Galadima of Nasarawa United. In the defense, we have Wisdom Ndom of Akwa United, Stephen Mayo of Rivers United, Ifan Onyebuchi of Rangers, Sadiq Ishmael of Remo Stars, Yusuf Isa of Bayelsa United, Abba Maigari of El Kanemi Warriors, Taiwo Abdurafiu of Rivers United, Kabiru Mohamed of Kora United, Junior Ndoka of Remo Stars, Victor Collins of Nasarawa United, and Abbas Usman of El Kanemi Warriors. Midfielders will have Innocent Godwin of Abia Warriors, Jide Fatokun of Remo Stars, and Musa Zaid of El Kanemi Warriors, Saviour Isaac of Enugu Rangers, Eze Ekutoziam of Enyimba FC. We'll have Aimufao Aisosa of Akwara United, Tochukwu Michael of Remo Stars, Ifani Assurance of Lobby Stars, Kazim Ogunle of Enugu Rangers, Setmai of Sunshine Stars, Stanley Ogambo of Lobby Stars, Meyiwa Orise Weyimi of Bendel Insurance, and Yusuf, or rather Toyiba Gidado Yusuf of Ikorodu City. Forwards will have Samuel Ayarinde of Shooting Stars, Anas Yusuf of Nasarawa United, Abdul Sanusi of El Kanemi Warriors, Sikiru Alimi of Remo Stars, Abubakar Adamu of Plateau United, Rabiu Zifikilu of Kanupilas, Temitope Vincent at Plateau United, and last but not the least, we'll have Michael Naruma of Bendel Insurance, all invited for that one. You're watching Sports Splash on ABS TV. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll tell you that Al Ahly are through to the next stage of the 2024 FIFA Interclub competition. We'll be right back in a short. And we are back for the second half of the sports show this Friday on ABS TV. It is a Sports Splash. It is live from our studio here in Oka. And now to the rest of the stories. Al Ahly have advanced to the next round of the 2024 FIFA Interclub competition, formerly known as the Club World Cup, after defeating Al Ain by 3-0. And it was on Tuesday. The Red Eagles won the African Asian Pacific Cup with their triumph at the Cairo Stadium in front of more than 70,000 capacity supporters, or 70,000 supporters, I should say. Wissam Abu Ali opened the scoring in the first half with a solo effort, and the Palestinian intercepted a misplaced pass from Al Ain's defender Yahya Nedia, and to his goalkeeper, putting the ball into the back of the net. And of course, they went on to get their second and the third goal, and the champions of Africa will face Mexico's Pachuca or the winner of the Copa Libertadores for a place in the final against the champions of Europe, and that is Real Madrid. Patrice Motsepe has said he's looking to secure a second term as the Confederation of African Football president in order to continue the good progress made since he took charge in 2021. We'll hear the South African walked into the crisis hit organization after his predecessor, Ahmad of Madagascar, became the first CAF president to be banned by FIFA for ethics abuses, including misappropriation of funds. Under the stewardship of Motsepe, African football's governing body, whose presidential elections are scheduled for March 2025, appears to be moving into a calmer financial waters after a turbulent period under the former regime. Elsewhere, let's tell you that a British Olympian, Jodie Williams, has announced her retirement from athletics. The 31-year-old competed at 3 Olympic Games and was part of the Team GB's bronze medal winning women's 4x100 meters relay team, and that was in Paris 2024. Among her individual honors, Williams won the European and Commonwealth 200 meters silvers among 9 major international medals at senior level we hear. Elsewhere, let's tell you that a British #1, Jack Draper, continued his superb form by beating a 5th seed Taylor Fritz at the Paris Masters. The 22-year-old who lifted the biggest title of the career in Vienna last week won 7-6, 4-6, 6-4 to reach the 3rd round and a record 7th consecutive win. And Draper reached the semi-finals of the US Open last month and having risen to 15th in the rankings. This winner keeps him in the hunt to qualify for the season-ending ATP finals, and that's coming up in Turin. And Draper will play Australian Alex de Mies, who he beat in New York in the last 16. And now let's tell you that La Liga champions Real Madrid's match against Valencia, which was scheduled for Saturday, has been postponed after the devastating flash floods in Spain. The Spanish Football Federation, RFEF, has postponed all matches in the Valencia region, where at least 95 people have died and dozens more are missing after torrential rain. Villarreal's La Liga meeting between Rayo Vallecano has also been called off, along with 3 games in the Segunda Division. Castellón versus FC Ferrol, CD Eldense against SD Huesca, and Malaga's visit to Levante in the La Liga. That's in the Segunda Division, I meant to say. And of course, that's a sad sight out there in Spain. 95 persons have lost their lives in that flash floods, and I will pray for the repose of their souls. Of course, Sports Splash it is on ABS TV. Let's go for a final break. When we'll come back, wrap up the show with fixtures of league matches across Western Europe. In a short while, we'll be right back. Finally on the show now, let's go quickly with fixtures of league matches across Western Europe. In France, Monaco will take on Angers. Lille is expected to take on Lyon. PSG Lens. Brest to host and Nice. Is Strasbourg on the road to Saint Etienne. Elsewhere is Toulouse taking on Reims. Auxerre is at home to Rennes, and Le Havre will play Montpellier, while Nantes is at home to Marseille. In Germany, Bayer Leverkusen is at home to Stuttgart at the Bay Arena. Bayern Munich will take on Union Berlin. Eintracht Frankfurt will host a VfL Bochum, and Hoffenheim will play St. Pauli. Holstein Kiel will take on Heidenheim. Wolfsburg is at home to Augsburg. Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park will take on Leipzig. It is a Borussia Dortmund. It is a Freiburg taking on Mainz 05, and Borussia Mönchengladbach is expected to host a Werder Bremen. In Spain, Deportivo Alaves will take on Real Mallorca. Osasuna is at home to Real Sociedad. Girona will take on Leganés. Villarreal Rayo Vallecano game has been called off. Valencia, Real Madrid as well. Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano will take on Las Palmas. Watch out for Barcelona Espanyol, the Barcelona derby. Sevilla will take on Real Sociedad. Athletic Club will take on Real Betis, and Celta Vigo will take on Getafe. And lastly, in England, Newcastle will host Arsenal. Bournemouth is at home to Manchester City at the Vitality Stadium. Elsewhere is Ipswich Town taking on Leicester City, and Liverpool will host Brighton. Nottingham Forest will take on West Ham United. Southampton will take on Everton. Wolverhampton Wanderers is at home to Crystal Palace. Tottenham Hotspur will play Aston Villa, and Manchester United will take take on Chelsea. It is the star match in England, and that's coming up on Sunday. And Fulham will take on Brentford. And in Italy, finally, Bologna will take on Lecce. Udinese will take on Juventus. Monza is at home to AC Milan. And Napoli will take on Atalanta. Fiorentina is on the road to Torino. Hellas Verona will wait for AS Roma at home. And Inter Milan will host Venezia, while Como will be on the road to Empoli. That's about it for the fixtures. And that's a wrap for the sports show, Sports Splash, on ABS TV, the Friday edition. The show, I will go for a break and then return for another episode, and that's on Monday. Thank you very much for being here. Monday down to Friday, talking sports. It's been eventful and it's been fruitful. I know you've enjoyed yourself. Have a lovely weekend talking sports, and remember to keep sporting. Bye-bye now.